Last night here, we reported on that group gathering in Iowa, calling their forum Madam President. There was little question who was on their mind. Hillary Clinton in 2016, they hope. Well, there were also several Republicans in Iowa, 3 years out from the next election, one of them with a warning about what it will be like to face off against Mrs. Clinton. ABC's chief White House correspondent Jonathan Karl is in Des Moines tonight for us. John?
David, out here in Iowa, it looks like the 2016 presidential candidate is already well underway. Donald Trump is out here once again hinting that he may run for president and insisting this time he is to be taken seriously. I sat down with him. Not surprisingly, he had some controversial things to say.
You know Hillary Clinton.
I do.
How tough is she going to be to beat if she's the Democratic nominee?
I think she'll be very tough. I know her very well. She will be very formidable. There's no question about it. And as I just said, in front of a nice, large crowd of people in Iowa, you better get your act together, Republicans, because it's going to be tough to beat Hillary.
And if you were to run for president, how much would you be willing to spend on your campaign?
Well, if I made a decision, I'd spend a lot.
Romney was like, what, a few $100 million?
Well, Mitt was worth $200 million. There's a big difference between $10 billion and $200 million. I was watching him. He was actually very conservative about spending his own money, which actually surprised me a little bit.
But a modern presidential campaign can be, $500 million.
It can be, or more. Yeah, no, I'd be willing to spend
that kind of money.
If I did it, I'd spend whatever it took. Why not? What difference does it make? If you do it, you have to do it right.
Believe it or not, Trump is still raising questions about President Obama's birth certificate, the kind of thing that makes people question whether he can ever be taken seriously as a presidential candidate.